There is no such thing as cardio. I'm going to give an example. I ran this gym called Maxwell. It was a jiu-jitsu school, but before that, it was also a personal training gym. I had this old guy come up the stairs, and the poor old guy could barely make it up. I mean, he had to stop 3 times. Very steep stairwell. And he was in his early 80s, and he was leaning heavily on a cane, and he finally made it up, and I realized that he just wanted to get fit. He thought maybe because he got so winded he needed the treadmill. I said, no, we got to get those legs strengthened. And within about 3 months, he was just walking up the stairs normal. In 6 months, he got rid of the cane. His heart rate went way down, his resting heart rate, just from the strength training. And a lot of people couldn't figure that out. It wasn't that he needed to work his heart. It's just that every step was like a maximal single leg squat or lunge for that guy. And when you do a maximal exertion muscularly, you drive your heart rate up. But when his legs became way stronger, we probably tripled his leg strength within about 6 months. All of a sudden, a step is an effortless thing. No reason for the heart rate to go up.
Right.
So, to make a long story short,
that's what cardio is.
He comes in with the cane, gets rid of the cane, started playing golf again.
Crazy.
Yeah, started playing golf again. Then he died.
Wow, well,
but he spent the last few years of his life going back to a hobby that he absolutely adored when he was younger, and he thought his golf playing days were over. But just good strength training did that for him.
That's a great lesson to anybody who's watching or listening. Like it's never too late. It's never too late. Unfortunately, all these doctors these days will tell you this and prescribe you this and want to do a surgery for this, but there's a lot you can do to get that body back in motion.
It's all right with these medications. I was just reading about blood pressure. Don't take your blood pressure. Back in the day, having a blood pressure like 150 over something was like normal. What they needed was a market for blood pressure lowering drugs. So they convinced everyone that they needed this really low blood pressure. And if it's not, you need to take these drugs. I mean, this is one example of how big pharma jumps in there and just fools people about their health.
My doctor the other day sent me a message and he said, Brian, your cholesterol's high. And he sent me this like 6 months ago and I was like, to hell it is. I'm strong, I eat really intelligently. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Like in America, everybody's prescribed these drugs. And I'm like, you're going to bring me in here and tell me this, but I don't trust you. I don't believe you. Now I'm going to listen to him, but I'm like, this doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense.
The whole cholesterol scam is one of the biggest scams.
It's just a scam. It's a big scam because it's the quickest buck you can make in medicine.
And this is really controversial, but the whole pink ribbon breast cancer thing is another one, man. I don't know. You got to be careful because the big brother powers that be don't like you saying this stuff, and there's a lot of money tied up in this stuff. And
also, a lot of those charities are just scams. Like when they're collecting money for cancer things, most of those are scams.
Oh, yeah,
oh my gosh.
But it's all tied up with government and misinformation and disinformation.
Right.
And
we were talking about
anything that's out of the narrative, you're going to get flagged.
Right, because we were talking about big pharma and big food. We forgot to mention big tech because they're right alongside, and they're all working together. They don't have to communicate with each other, but it's all self-interest for them. So if big tech suppresses those messages, it's good for big pharma, it's good for big food, it's good for big government, and around it goes. Meanwhile, we all get fatter, we die younger.
People suffer.
We suffer, but those are all, and we saw, this is what we lived through in 2020. We had big tech coming after us because we were questioning basically pharma and government and World Health Organization. And I'm telling you, Steve, we made a whole movie about it, but I couldn't believe that my content got censored. I'd been doing this for 9 years, had almost 1,000 interviews, almost 1 billion views, and then they took this one video down for the first time ever. And I couldn't figure it out. Everyone was like, oh, well, YouTube has an investment arm and they're investing in a vaccine. I was like, I don't think so. And then later you find out, the government was telling the tech firms to pull this message.
They put
and it's
but
all
there's people in the government
merry-go-rounds.
that have investments with that stuff, man.
Yeah. It's a merry-go-round.
It's a real mess.
So everyone just needs to become more aware.
So you do go to a doctor, though?
I mean, I don't regularly, but I got some blood tests for something else, and he was like, "Oh, this is an issue." So no, I don't normally go. I don't necessarily have a GP, but
because you can get blood drawn, and you can send it to a lab yourself.
Okay.
That's what I do.
Okay.
I haven't been to a doctor in like, I don't know, 35 years.
Crazy, Steve.
I just don't go. I mean,
all right, good.
What are they going to do? Even if something was wrong with me, what would they do?
Right.
They would give me a drug with probably worse side effects than what it is I'm trying to get rid of. They might be able to do surgery, maybe, but I would only do that in some type of catastrophic injury, like a automobile wreck where I got my arm torn off or something, you know?
Yeah. Most of these surgeries are not the right thing to do anyways, right? Shoulder surgeries and knee surgeries. And
they always make it out like it's a walk in the park, and it never is.
No.
And the recovery from the surgery, believe me, I've seen so many guys in BJJ and martial arts, it's never a walk in the park. You know, the recovery usually is worse than the actual injury was. And then it's still not right half the time.
Yeah, well said. Well said.
Complications.
Steve, final pieces of advice for someone that's listening. I mean, you dropped some crazy science here. It's really. Well,
I didn't really back it up with any quote studies, but these are things I read everyone, listen to everyone. So I've been practicing it. So what I have is practical experience.
Yes.
Hey, I know investing in crypto is scary. It takes a real leap of faith because there are so many scams, rug pulls, and bad actors out there. It's a dangerous business, which is why 95% of people lose all their money. Well, that's why I created the London Real Investment Club, so you can access the hottest deals on the planet and use the crypto bull market to create the generational wealth that you deserve. Join my team of over 100 people from around the world that are making millions of dollars behind the scenes investing in blockchain, AI, Web3 games, DeFi, Bitcoin, and more. Don't miss out. Click the link below to book a call with one of my team now. But hurry, this bull market will end soon.
I know investing in crypto can be scary. That's why you gotta join the investment club. Pull the trigger. Let's do this.